The Smart Ultrasound and Smart Needle are often used together and share a similar setup and calibration process. As such, they will both be covered in this video. This is the Smart Ultrasound probe. First, verify that the cord from the probe is properly attached to the black box labeled Smart Ultrasound. Then, attach the USB cord from the black box to an available USB port on the inside platform. This is the Smart Needle. First, verify that the cord from the needle is properly attached to the black box labeled Smart Needle. Then, attach the USB cord from the black box to an available USB port on the inside platform. Both the Smart Ultrasound probe and Smart Needle require rotational calibration to ensure that their orientation is accurately detected during use. To calibrate them, open Device Settings by pressing the icon in the top right corner and clicking Device Settings. Then, open Smart Ultrasound and Smart Needle calibration. Here, you can see the virtual ultrasound probe and virtual needle projected onto the body. In the upper left corner, you can see a picture-in-picture view of the tablet display. In typical use, you can move the Smart Ultrasound probe over the body and the virtual probe will follow it, much like how the virtual stethoscope follows the Smart Stethoscope. You can also see that as the Smart Ultrasound probe is rotated, the virtual probe also shifts its rotation to match that of the real-world peripheral. Although the Smart Ultrasound probe normally incorporates positional tracking as well as rotational, since this calibration is focused solely on aligning orientation, the virtual probe's position has been locked over the patient's upper chest. The same is true for the virtual needle. The process for using the Smart Needle is similar. As you move it over the body, the virtual needle will track its position and also mirror the orientation of its real-world peripheral. An additional feature is that as you push down with the Smart Needle, the virtual needle detects that pressure and injects itself into the body, as can be seen here. As you can see from the smart peripherals laying on the chest, there are slight aberrations between the orientation of the virtual devices and the real-world smart peripherals. To ensure accuracy of use, it is important to calibrate these orientations so that the alignment of the smart peripheral is indistinguishable from that of its virtual counterpart. We will walk through that calibration process right now. To calibrate the Smart Needle, press the Calibrate Smart Needle button on the tablet. This will temporarily remove the virtual probe from the body to limit distractions. You can adjust the sliders on the tablet screen to alter the X, Y, and Z axis rotations of the virtual needle. Do this until the orientation of the virtual needle is identical to that of the Smart Needle. It is useful to move the Smart Needle in a variety of different positions to ensure that this calibration is robust. That looks good to me. When you are finished, press the Save Changes button to preserve this calibration across this and all future sessions. To calibrate the Smart Ultrasound probe, press the Calibrate Smart Ultrasound button and repeat the same process with the sliders as you did with the needle. As you can see here, my attempts at calibration resulted in a far poorer orientation of the virtual probe than what we had originally. You can press the Discard Changes button to revert your changes and go back to the existing calibration. That is all that is needed to set up the smart ultrasound and smart needle orientation. If you have issues tracking their position, you should check out our video on camera calibration. Otherwise, you are good to go.